Alright, here we are. Rivals Champions. We're going to play Fanatic Aggro, which is basically not aggro with Fanatics in place of Militants. I'm playing Stealth Tank instead of Bikes. The reason for this is that Stealth Tanks are much better with the Fanatic boost than Bikes. This is not a lock yet. I'm not certain this should be Stealth Tank. I'm also not certain this should be Banshee. Having no air unit sucks though, so that's why we're playing a Banshee. It could be maybe laser drones, but Banshee is so much better than laser drones as a unit. So yeah, we're gonna try this. I'm not sure it's the best deck for these maps, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. Fred, isn't this the guy who always bike rushes? Is he gonna bike rush at equal levels? I guess we'll find out, eh? I'm not seeing any bikes yet, so I guess not. Not seeing anything, in fact. No harvester? Has he sent it over here? That's quite a... I mean, I believe that is the correct play. I just would be a little bit surprised. Nope, he's just not here. Alright, well, that's a good start to the day, I guess. We'll get some lasers on his base. I wonder if it's like a clever ploy. The fake pump AFK. Doesn't look like it's a fake, because at this point he's pretty far behind. Okay, well, 1-0, I guess. Mission accomplished. Hopefully we just get 14 more of those, eh? Just rolling in freebies. So against GDR, we're going to open wheels. This deck does leave us a little open to being rushed if we're opening wheels with no bikes. So we want to stay away from the missile squad until we can get a 2v1. Looks like he's going to go Pitbull next. Yep, so we're going to get Scorpion. Where's this wheel squadron going? Oh, Grenadiers, that's exciting. Don't see Grenadiers very often. That should be first missile. Didn't micro that one particularly well. I shouldn't have lost that Scorpion. I thought I had built Fanatics, so I was trying to micro as though I had Fanatics. But I had not built Fanatics yet. Alright, Drone Swarm, the most overpowered GDI unit. Drone Swarm is actually going to be a bit of an issue without bikes in the deck. That's one of the reasons to play Banshee. Banshees can actually fight Drone Swarm and Orca. More Grenadiers. Get the Banshee. Gonna kill this turret. So we're gonna get boosted Banshee here, thanks to the Fanatics. And I guess we'll do a drill pod here, and that should be game. Alright, cool. So I think the existence of drone swarm means we probably have to play bikes.
Ready to roll.
It will leave us weaker to certain units though. Such as Orca Bomber. I think I'm going to open lasers because this map is reasonably rush friendly. Alright, he's gone militants first, we just run away. If he stands next to my spawn point, I'll make Fanatics. Which he does. But now we'll save for wheels. Fanatics don't actually do that well on offense against militants. Especially not for cost. So we'll wait for some wheels. Here comes a chem buggy, that's pretty bad for me. We'll run these Fanatics away. Wait for a Scorpion tank. Oh, Marauders, okay. That's the Marauder Chuggy deck. This is actually not a terrible matchup for me because the boosted Scorpion can hunt down the Chuggy, and boosted Fanatics very, very quickly will kill Marauders. Have my lasers AFKing because, you know. Oh, he had his bike AFKing. I guess we're both not playing great. Chem Buggy is an insane unit, really is. The fact that you can drive like a 2% hit point Chem Buggy into full life missiles and win is outrageous. So I'm leaving these guys in the cloud so I could get that boost. You kind of need to play Oksana for this matchup, actually. Flamers don't really do anything because they just die to the Chem Buggy insanely quickly, but double boosting a Scorpion tank with the Fanatic boost will let you hunt things down very quickly. Again, we can just leave our guy in the cloud to give us like 3 boosts in a row, which is great. He hasn't really got a lot going on, I'm not sure. Okay. I can only assume that was a misclick. Okay, that should be game. Objective complete. Chem Buggy is another unit where I'd rather have Stealth Tank than bikes, because it can kill it very quickly.
Bounty received.
Establishing battlefield control.
Deluxe Person. Interesting name. So Harvester, send it top. I'll open lasers again because nod. He's opened Fanatics, which is actually insane. He's gone Fanatics, Fanatics. Wow, this guy is actually... That's completely madness. Complete madness, I says. So we're going to kill 60 Tiberium for less than 10. So that feels pretty good. And then we'll get Scorpion Tank for these bikes. Should be my missile pretty easily. I don't know if he's like a Fanatic's his anti-vehicle infantry or something. This is very weird. Wow, he really likes bike squadrons. Oh, Marauders. Okay. We'll get Fanatics on the Marauders. Let's send a tank over here for the missile and spawn a drill pod to kill these mutants quicker. That should be game. Alright, cool.
Mission accomplished.
I mean, bikes are really strong. Like, bike spam is a really strong strategy. You can really, like, I mean, if you make 3 bike squadrons, you'll probably kill a Scorpion tank for only slightly more than the bike squadrons cost. So we'll go Harvester then Wheels, because it's GDI. Get the 2v1. The wheel versus missile micro is always really important. It can determine who comes out ahead in the early game. I used to go into a different unit when they went 2 missiles, but now I've decided I think it's actually just better to go triple wheel and force the engagement, because your wheels are cheaper than their missiles, and they'll probably continue to make missiles like this. Like, I've killed 40 Tiberium and lost 30 Tiberium. And now he has a missile squad and a militant that are actually not great right now. Here comes some drones. Drones are super OP, obviously. So I get some boosted wheels here, which is nice. Boosted wheels should do a good job. Yeah, they basically trade. Here comes an Orca. That was very early Orca. So this is the, just like GDI air deck. This is one of the best decks in the game right now. Like, drones and Orca combo is just extremely strong. Kind of the reason I'm playing pikes, honestly. Okay, cool. Got the first missile. Gonna tech switch into Banshees because you need them against GDI air. I'm gonna get boosted Banshee here when he kills a Fanatic. I have to kill this turret. Ooh. Fanatics will do really well on defense against militants, especially when you get a boost going. And we get more boosted Banshee. Feels good. My dudes. Tearing up these pit bulls with boosted Banshee.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Get some flamers and some more militants. Militants, I mean fanatics. So I hopefully can just take every pad here. And that should be game. I don't think he can remove... Oh, he did manage to remove a unit in time. Annoying. But there we go. New Banshee does the job. Cool.
You are victorious.
So basically the reason GDIO is so strong is that Nod really struggles to kill drones in a reasonable time frame. And drones are really cheap, so when you get to the mid game, you can afford to just throw drones at the pads for pretty much forever. And unless your opponent sets up some kind of defense that is able to kill the drones quickly enough, you can just contest for pretty much ad infinitum. Ad infinitum? Yeah, ad infinitum. You can do it forever. It's kind of silly. Because Nod just doesn't have a unit that kills drone swarm quickly enough to fire the missile. The closest they have is Banshee and Laser, I think. But lasers obviously get killed by the drone swarm over time, so that doesn't really work that well. And bikes are killed instantly by orcas, which is why the combo is so strong. So I'm probably just going to go straight into a tank here. He went Pitbull, yeah, I'll just go straight tank. He'll go missiles next, almost certainly. Maybe Predator if he's playing Predator. Jump jet troopers, okay, well, that's close enough to missiles, I guess. So we're going to get double wheels on them. And then we're going to go into Fanatics. Another jump jet squad. Probably want another Fanatic squad for that. Oh, dogs, sure. That's dogs over there, isn't it? Okay, so I need more tanks. I don't think Fanatics do a very good job against dogs. They do reasonably well against wheels. Oh, well, two of them stacked up seems to be doing a good job. Fanatics have really quite high vehicle damage. It's, yeah, they're pretty good. The reason they have high vehicle damage is because they need to be able to kill... If they weren't a threat to multiple types of unit, you could just ignore them and they'd never get their buff off. So walking shocks into double Fanatic is insanity. As you can see, his shock just got absolutely annihilated. Here comes the Orca, so we tech switch into Banshee. This is why I would recommend Banshee over laser drones as well, because you need them for the GDI air deck. He's going to go for my Harvester, because he's a Rivals player, and Rivals players can't help themselves. Yeah, I mean, he probably didn't need that Orca. It's no big deal. I built a tank by accident there. I probably should have been another Banshee. But we'll just, we'll get Flamers and a tank over here. And that should be, well, yep, that is game. Alright, cool. He just didn't have any way to clear the paths. Hey, what's up, Etienne? Fanatics are pretty good. I don't know if they're overpowered yet. I think they probably are. I'm just playing Agro because it's the deck I'm most comfortable with. I don't know if it's actually the best. I believe the Oksana version can never beat artillery, Alarak. Like, I think if you play Oksana and Phantom, you are actually dead to anyone who plays artillery. Like, it's an almost 0% matchup. I'm not sure that the Seth Banshee version is any better, to be honest. I think that just artillery is really, really difficult to fight for Nod. If you play militants, you can beat it because you have much more efficient plays. But against with fanatics in your deck, I think the artillery deck is basically unwinnable matchup. So same thing again. I assume we're gonna have exactly the same play. He's gonna make a Pitbull, and I'm gonna make a Scorpion. But this time I know he's gonna make jump jets afterwards. Yep, there's the Pitbull. I don't believe he should be charging the missile, honestly. I think that the GDI air deck is favored if the game goes longer. Because you want to unlock all of your buildings as GDI. Trying to be ready for these jump jets. There they are. Go get Fanatics. Boosted wheels doing God's work over here. But he's going to have to tech switch into air pretty soon, I think. Is he just going to go for my harvester? I'm going to let him. I don't care. Like, if he's probably trying to distract me from the missile, but I don't care. Because there's a missile to fire, so... But he's going to have to tech switch into air pretty soon. There it is. I'm going to let that squad go because I need bikes as a Talon. I believe he has Orca as well, so I need to be ready for that. I'm going to tech switch into Banshee for the Orca. There it is. That should be game, I think. I have all the pads. He has no way to do anything. Yep, pretty easy.
Objective complete.
There's a lot of ways you can nerf Fanatics Alarak. I think given their cost and fragility, I'm not a huge fan of nerfing their stats. Like maybe they need some kind of a damage reduction, but they could very quickly become irrelevant in the game if you made them not able to fight stuff. I think the easiest way to nerf them is just to make their buff worse. Like you can just make the boost half what it does now, and then it's still a boost, but it's no longer like completely absurd. It's not like an Oksana boost for free with no downsides. It's basically a Jackson boost, right? It's like 60%. Because they are expensive, like 30 for a unit that dies as quickly as they do is a lot of Tiberium. So if you lower their stats, just they're not playable anymore. No one's going to pay 30 for a unit that comes out and dies to militants. That's just going to be awkward. That's just going to be awful, isn't it? Or like if you make two of them and they both die to a flamer, like it's just not going to be playable. I'm going to go lasers first because Nod. Alright, he's gone militants. We'll do the same as before. If he stands next to my spawn point, I'll make Fanatics. Otherwise, I'll go into wheels. Alright, so he walks away. I'll make wheels. Another Fanatic squad, a Militant squad, sorry. So he's suiciding to try and do some damage to my lasers, which is interesting. I'm not sure I like that play. I need to go and see if he has double harvester. I don't think so, given the speed, the rate at which his units have come out. I don't believe he could have double harvester here. He does. Okay, well, I was wrong. All right, well, if he's double harvester, then we need to charge this missile. Hem buggy, that's annoying. Really annoying. Pick tank, what the hell? spamming tick tanks. I mean, on the plus side, tick tanks are really expensive, and so are chuggies. So if he's spamming these, he probably isn't saving for tech. Is he trying to tick tank? Is he trying to get a tick tank to my harvester line? Is that really what's happening here? I think at this point I'm not that fast. I think the missile's about to fire. I think I'm going to let him have it. Yeah, he's realized the same thing. He's like, oh my god. Oh, it's artillery? Okay, artillery's pretty good. But the game is over, so it doesn't matter. This is lucky because I don't think my deck can beat artillery realistically. So it's good that the game is over. He made way too many expensive units before the artillery. He could have done a similar thing by just making a ton of bikes, which would have cost him less than half as much. Like, almost a third, because Tick Tank is 80. And then he would have had the artillery sooner. And if he made an artillery, I'm dead, I think. Like, this deck is very, very bad against artillery. I don't have Stealth Tank to one-shot it. I don't have Inferno. I've only really got Banshee, which is almost never gonna cut it. Artillery is just OP. Yeah, artillery is definitely overpowered. Artillery is completely insane. It's only, but it costs 120 to unlock artillery, so it's like, you know. And it's a lot worse against like GDI, because if someone plays Borker, then you almost always give up the first missile to get your artillery out, and then if someone Borkers you, you're sad. That's just the way that Rivals works, right? It's the way these games work. Like, there's always going to be bad matchups.
I'm Seth. Just Seth.
Unit ready.
Our faith lies in pain, but the calm. Lasers charged. The Brotherhood has spoken.
Flamers? Okay.
Taking position.
I think I want wheels rather than double Fanatic against Flamers.
Plan unfold. One purpose. Lasers tries honor and death. Lasers for his will moves with us.
Unit ready.
Our lives hang. Lasers for blaze your command. One purpose. Rejoice for Cain.
Oh, boosty wheels? Let's go.
Will moves with us. Glory for taking fear. Be clear of mind. Glory for naught.
Gonna try and get the missile here. Looks like we should take it pretty easily. Excellent.
Unit offline. Unit offline.
Urge with fire.
Unit ready.
Tank on laser squad. We'll hit them with precision. Scorpion, we will not yield. We will not
Unit offline.
in the tail.
Got 2 free shots. That's pretty insane. Gonna go over here and try and get boosted. Nice. Now let's go after his tank with the boost.
We will not yield. Erected scorpion ready to hunt.
Well, that boost was pretty big. Maybe crush his tank pretty hard. Gonna tech switch into Banshee. I don't want to just fight a tank war all day. It'll take forever.
Scorpion ready. Glory to naught. Scorpion moving.
Unit ready.
Scorpion to
I need to throw away some units for sure. Like this wheel squadron needs to go. This 1 hit point flamer needs to go. This low life tank. There's a lot of units I need to get rid of right now.
Unit offline.
power, not scorpion rolling. We will mother blowing them apart. One the Brotherhood.
Unit ready.
Break them down. Honor in a blockade.
Unit ready.
The wheels should live long enough to fire this missile. Ah, stealth tank. That's annoying.
Unit offline. Unit offline. Unit ready. Missile cancel. Unit offline.
Man, that's game. GG, Pika Pika, my dude.
Enemy base destroyed.
In terms of artillery, I think you should play. I think you played single harvester on some maps and double on others. There are some maps where you can go. Hey, what's up, Elijah? There are some maps you can go double harvester artillery, like Battlefield, but generally speaking, I think you normally want to go single. Hey, what's up, Casterial? How you doing, man? All the old names. What are you up to these days, man? Software PM. That's cool. Where are you working? You're still in the Bay Area, I assume?
Establishing battlefield control.
Want to get back to EA? I like your stat sheet, by the way. The one that you and Nivmet made. The one that everyone thinks Kyle made. A good sheet.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
But like I said, I like going for triple. And then forcing the engagement. Although he forced the engagement, which I think is probably bad for him, because it means that I get defender's advantage. But he's going to go into War Factory. Yeah, there's some bikes, so we'll go tank. He missed micro pretty badly there.
Unit offline.
Erend is near. Blowing them apart.
Building online.
I need our own lasers now.
Lasers charged. Scorpion tank reporting.
Should be able to take first missile off this.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Lives are insignificant. For the cause. For the cause.
Unit ready.
Breaker rolling out.
Alright, we'll just block him out. Chems, oh my. That's scary.
Nuclear warhead launched.
We'll let the Fanatics do what they can.
Unit
Then we'll bring some wheels in.
Advancing. Scorpion rolling. Burning rubber. Scorpion ready to hunt.
Probably gonna need some flame troopers here.
Scorpion ready.
I wanna see what he does though.
Cocaine.
Second harvester, interesting.
Unit ready.
Scorpion advancing. Lasers. His will. Scorpion. Erend is near. Scorpion tank reporting.
Not sure why he's going second harvester here.
Carefully now.
Unit offline.
Tank on the move. A glorious death. Scorpion ready.
Kind of seems like not great timing on the old second harvester. Oh, it's artillery again? Come on, man. Why is everyone playing artillery now? It's ridiculous.
Unit offline.
Well, luckily, again, the game is over. We'll probably be dead to artillery.
Objective complete.
Fanatics was the first unit you made. They're pretty OP, my dude. All you did on the sheet was correct your values and maintain it. Yeah, no one does that anymore, Casterial. It's like it's pretty inaccurate these days. I'm not growing a beard, Elijah. Not really. Like, I just don't shave very often. Once it gets annoying, I shave it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I know, man. Fanatics took out half of Chem Health. Yeah, Fanatics are good, man. Me and Nuke in a Y? Yeah, like, maybe. It's a visible sign. Yeah, I used to be smooth-cheeked, and then I discovered the APC, and ever since then, just been a burgeoning, you know, been tons of hair coming out with my APC face. Nukin has a beard. It's hard to believe Nukin has a beard.
Establishing battlefield control.
How old are you, Nukin? I thought you were like, you know, 13. All Rivals players have beards.
For the crystals.
Yeah. Let's go lasers first.
Unit ready.
Will moves with us.
Buggy, oh my. What world are we living in where a man makes a buggy? Yeah, I've seen your beard, Jeffrey. You definitely have a beard. No one would deny the existence of your beard. Another buggy. Okay, well, I'm just not going to make any more lasers, so...
No problem. Missiles will smash 'em. Launch
He's definitely going to send bikes in now.
Biker
Yep.
running out.
So predictable, man.
Gonna brain 'em. Advancing. Launchers will bust their doors. Scorpion rolling.
Unit offline.
Near.
And here comes the bike spam.
Blowing them. Advancing.
Unit ready.
Laser drones, what the hell? Alright, well, to be fair, I wasn't expecting that, so he got me, I guess.
Kills of Scorpion ready.
The reason I wasn't expecting it, though, is because they're terrible. Okay, here comes a buggy. But we have a scorpion tank, so... Well, that was easy. More laser. Okay, we're just making laser drones forevermore. I got it, man, I understand.
Cannon ignition. For the brotherhood. Can't strike that. Our lasers will melt them.
Unit offline.
Laser is taking position. Scorpion rolling. Laser squad, red command. As he desired.
I don't even know what to make here. I guess I'll just make some fanatics or something. I really don't know what unit I should be making in this spot.
One with honor is dead.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
See ya, mate. How do you think fanatics do against a buggy? Probably not great, right? Yeah, not very good. Laser drones are super annoying, man. Like, just constant laser drone spam is very annoying.
Scorpion, we will not yield.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
Taking position. Laser squad, ready. Scorpion ready to hunt. Your command. Taking position. Scorpion ready. Let's see if this cannon works.
Well, tough game.
Missile launched. Unit offline.
Slingshot was made to encourage two range decks.
Are victorious.
Two range decks don't really work, man. You can only really afford to play one two range unit in your deck. Fanatics are out, Slingshot, Mutant Marauder, Grenadiers. Those are the most recent ones. Spams laser drones to bait you into lasers, then he makes flames. Yeah, he got me for sure. Hey, what's up, Natalia? You're a big boss at the company, Casterial? You're fucking big dog now? I gotta say, I've been to the offices, and I've hung out with Nivmet and Kyle and Casterial and Hamilton, who I assume isn't there anymore. And it didn't look like they had a lot to do. Most of the time it looked like Logan, which is Casterial, was working, and everyone else was kind of just chilling out. I don't know if that's because you guys were on like a downtime period or something, but there was an awful lot of Smash Bros being played. And there was an awful lot of Logan working whilst everyone else played and watched Smash Bros.
Establishing battlefield.
Ooh, Vertigo. That's a bit a tough one.
Three, two, one. New mission received.
Harvester moving.
Building online.
So I'm assuming he's going to be playing GDI Air like everyone. snipers? Fuck me. That's really good against Fanatics.
Scorpion ready. We will not yield.
This one might be impossible to win, my dudes.
Scorpion end is the glory for Scorpion.
Although snipers are kind of bad, so maybe not.
Scorpion rolling. Scorpion ready to
More snipers, alright.
powers. I say nothing. Sit one for the top of down. Honor his will, the brotherhood.
Get him, Fanatics, get him! Get him! Boosty boys, go! Oh, look at the boosts. Alright, well, it wasn't that good. I want to get this sniper squad down to 1 man and then leave it alone, if possible. Yeah, that's ideal. 1 man sniper squads are so bad.
For the Brotherhood. I like hospital food anyway.
Looks like we're going to be fine. Need to block over here. Oh, shit. Fuck my life. Look at that 1 man sniper squad just being absolute garbage as always. And that's game. Sick. Oh! Who's in charge of the vault? The vault is the product team. Yo, look, Casterial, how good is the vault, man? Can you tell us how good the vault is? Or do you have no idea? You hated it? Oh, man. Savage. I think most people seem to hate it, but it keeps coming back, so... Patience Beep says it's trash? Wow. Not a lot of love for the vault on this channel. Pay money to keep it removed permanently. Wow, people really don't like vault. You know the value on the vault is actually not bad, right? Like, I know people are hating on it, but it's not completely terrible. Like, in terms of how many cards you get for the diamonds, it's really not that bad. It's about the same as the 1,000 diamonds for 5 epics. It's not good value, Jeffrey. Let's not go overboard here. It's not good value. It's just not heinously bad value like everyone seems to think. Everyone always talks about it like it's completely awful, but it's not that bad. It's not good. It's much worse than events. Events are insane value. If you actually work it out, the amount of value from events is crazy. So he's nod, so we went lasers first. Scarabs, okay. We're 12-0, right? Like, we're 12-0, and we just come up against our first Scarab player at 12-0. What is happening?
His will moves with us. Lasers charged. Your command. Laser squad taking a glorious death. His will. Lasers move for the Brotherhood. His will moves with. We will die for the cause. Run for the clear honor and death.
I want to save this wheel squadron to eat the last Scarab.
Allah, as it has, we will die. And rolling.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Sting in the tail.
Online.
I don't really know what's going on in this game, to be honest with you.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
A great Scorpion tank on the move. Carefully now.
Oh, artillery? That makes sense, I guess. That is like the most broken unit you can make, so I guess it makes sense to make it. Gonna protect his artillery with scarabs, is that the plan? I like it. How do you fire the missile, my dude? Ah, you don't. Alright, cool.
Unit offline. Objective complete.
Oh yeah, I completely agree that the vault animation is heinous. Like, don't get me wrong, I completely agree with that. The vault animation is absolutely horrible. And they should definitely remove it once it's full. Like, once it's full first time, they should remove it. It's ridiculous. You gave Scarabs 10 range? That would be pretty OP. Yeah, Battalion, I was thinking I could Scarab the artillery. But the game was about to end, so I was just focusing on winning. But yeah, I could have driven the Banshee over the top of the scout over the top of it. Hey, what's up, Gazarius? How you doing, man? Just sitting in the champs queue. How was game night? Yeah, it was pretty good. We played a game of Risk Legacy that went on for ages.
Establishing battlefield.
The game was like, we were all building up our forces a little bit. So basically, the way the game, it's not that well designed. The way the game works is that everyone who's got a win gets a missile. So this guy's Liang. I'm going to open wheels in case he's MG. So you get like a missile that lets you change a dice roll. So it lets you win combat, basically. And the more games you win, the more missiles you get. So if someone's won a lot of games, which in our game a lot of people have... Actually, these games are very quick, K-Shift. Because it's the Legacy version, it's designed for each individual game to be a lot quicker. But yeah, so because the one guy had won way more games than everyone else, he had way more missiles, so he was just absolutely dominating like every game we played. But we all had to gang up on him, basically. So we're all surrounding this guy, pretty much, like, to make sure he doesn't just get another free win. This is super annoying. I need to go charge pads. So make sure he didn't get another free win. And then there's a box you open when 3 missiles are used in one combat. So I attacked this guy's HQ, and he's like, I'll missile your dice result. And I'm like, yeah, I'll missile back. And he's like, I'll missile back. And we're like, okay, let's open the box. And the box is like, you've unleashed a nuclear missile. Like, the person who fired the 3rd missile is now known as the bringer of nuclear fire. And they choose whether the attacking or defending province is annihilated. And they're like, I'm attacking them. So he's like, yeah, obviously the attacking province is annihilated. So we reading up on the rules, and we're like, yeah, fine, like, this stuff happens, nothing too major. And then I read the actual, like, Fallout rules, and it's like, the player, the province that had the nuclear missile hit, everything in it is destroyed, and I had like 20 troops in this province. I think I had 17, and it's like, every province adjacent to it, you roll a 6-sided dice and remove that many troops. So there were like 50 troops on the map when this thing hit, and it wiped out something like 35 of them. Like, almost every unit that was on the map got wiped out by this nuke. It was absolutely outrageous. And then the province becomes a Fallout province, which is like impossible to move through. So then I could never attack again because it was like Western Africa, and I was in I was in South America, so I basically just could never get through to Africa again. Because of this nuclear missile that created fallout. It was absolutely insane, man. And then the game just went on for ages because everyone's units had been killed by this nuke. It was so crazy. It was kind of cool, but also it was like, did I seriously just lose like 1 billion troops? That's a little bit silly. So yeah, we played that. So yeah, we played that, and then I ended up winning actually because my brother. Oh, game, it's not for you, but I really enjoyed it. Again, I'm gonna go wheels first because he's Liang, and if he sets up MG, it could be really difficult for me to win. Nope, harvester. That's fine. Does it work with 2 players? I don't think so. I think you need like 4 or 5. You have to have quite a lot of people to play Twilight Imperium. I really enjoyed it though when I played it. It works better when everyone knows how to play it. Yeah, that's probably true. Oh, drone swarm. No, not drone swarm. I wanted to get the buff before I sent the Fanatics over to the other place. Block, block, block. Ah, for fuck's sake. Liang drone to take the pad. That's so annoying. Oof, that was close. Dude, this is... GDI air is so incredibly annoying. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose this missile for sure. Drones are so freaking broken, man. This guy's playing well as well. Makes it way harder to win. But GDI air is super broken. I need to get lasers, but there just wasn't time to switch into lasers and have them come out onto the board in time. Hammerhead? What the fuck? Who the fuck plays Hammerhead? That's gonna make this really difficult. Now I have to use bikes for everything? At least he's got this stupid Hammerhead that you can't use. Comes another Orca. Fuck me. Alright, cool. Got 1 missile at least. I'm just gonna ignore this Hammerhead for now. Like, it's gonna eat his pop cap for a while. Like, he's kind of pop capped on these orcas, so. Gonna start shooting his harvester. Let's go. Ah, too strong. Have I played Game of Thrones board game? Is that the one that's like Diplomacy, Buzz Killington? The one where you do like hidden moves that are like attack, stay, and support? He played well? Yeah, he did play well. Yeah, I didn't play anyone who, like, I recognize as a terrifying opponent, Jeffrey. Okay, need to work out the premium value, but I assume that... Oh, 2 labs? 2 is so few labs.